Right, and you'll be monitoring the situation in the counties. We begin in Nyeri County, where Martin Munene is there. Martin, good morning. What can you tell us about the situation of the nurses' strike in that county?
All right, a very good morning to you, Sam Gituko from Nyeri County. We're actually outside the Nyeri Town Health Center that is right at the heart of Nyeri Town. I have spoken to representatives of the nurses in Nyeri County today, and they've told me that they actually hold up in a meeting to find a way forward. What I can say, Sam, is that they've told me that for Nyeri County, the midnight hour is when their strike will officially begin. And so they say today is a normal working day, and from where we stand, we have seen people coming, patients are being received, and actually operations are still ongoing. But we expect that if there is nothing that will happen between the county government and the nurses today, then the situation will be totally different come tomorrow. The nurses say they'll be issuing a statement later today. But Nyeri County, of course, apart from what every other county is talking about or complaining about, we expect the issues of numbers of nurses to come out. Last year, Sam, these particular nurses had also gone on strike, saying that they are very few. Nyeri County should have 1,200 nurses, but as we speak, there are about 850 nurses. About 400 of them have retired over the past 4 years. They have not been replaced. Nyeri County government had advertised for these particular positions late last year, but yet they are yet to employ anybody. So we expect that some of the issues that the nurses will be raising, apart from the fact that they've not been paid, will also be the fact that in Nyeri County the numbers are low. Some also considering the fact that Nyeri County is one of the 4 counties that are piloting the UHC, or the Universal Health Coverage Program, by the government of Kenya. Then a lot of these nurses have been feeling that there's a lot of work, there's more work than before. I remember when we were covering this story, Sam, we could see increased numbers of people seeking treatment, and therefore that means more work for the nurses. And therefore we expect that as these nurses come out from their meeting and have a press statement to issue, we expect that apart from what every other person in this country or every other nurse in this country is raising, they will be raising the issue of their numbers. And so we're going to be waiting for them. Once they're done, Sam, we're going to have a conversation and we will get to hear what they have to say. But we can report that as it is, our work is going on, and we expect that according to their secretary, branch secretary in Nyeri County, from tonight, then if nothing is done, they will down their tools, and of course from tomorrow then we expect the situation to be terrible in the hospitals. Back to you in studio, Sam.
Munene, just to clarify here, was there a strike notice, and when was that notice expiring, and what is the place of this meeting that is ongoing in view of that notice?
All right, Sam, the strike notice expires tonight at midnight, and therefore the strike, up to now, they are not on strike, as they say. But when, the clock strikes at midnight, then they will be ready to go on strike because their notice will have expired, and therefore they'll actually be ready to actually, move on strike. And therefore, one of the reasons they're actually having a meeting is so that they can be able to have, a way forward. Hopefully they'll have maybe some of the demands, maybe other than what they've been demanding with the county government. From the time I spoke to them, Sam, they just told me they're in a meeting to be able to just speak with one voice and also get a way forward. And we're still waiting for them to come out. We haven't been able to talk with the county government to know if they have got anything to counter what the nurses are actually going to be saying or demanding. And therefore, Sam, that is what we're going to be following up on. Once the nurses tell us what they want, we'll also speak to the county government to see what they have to offer. But as for Nyeri County, the strike notice was issued and it expires tonight at midnight. And therefore, from today, actually it starts at 5th. That is, today is on 4th, so at midnight it becomes 5th. Therefore, then they will be ready to go on strike, or the strike will have officially begun. Unless, of course, after the meeting they'll come out and say that they've called off. But as we speak, Sam, midnight tonight is when the strike in Nyeri County kicks off.